Hello and welcome to Meanwhile, back on the hobby farm. Well, folks, we're a month early this year, but you know what time it is. For those of you that have been watching me, it is harvesting and drying herbs time. We're a month ahead. Strange growing season that we had this year. Everything's a month early. Pumpkins have been out since the last week of August. Apples have been in full swing now for 3 weeks. Everything is just way, way ahead. We had a very early spring. We had a very wet June and July and the first week of August. And then we had only an inch of rain in about the last month. And now we are in a drought. We were 39 degrees out Monday morning, and now we've been in the 80s every day, 60s at night. And 2-week forecast is in the 80s. But the good news is it's low humidity, which is good for drying herbs, and it's good for not having to put the 3 dehumidifiers on in the basement of the house. But it's hot. Summer's return for September. Anyway, what we got over here is we have lemon balm. I love the smell. One of my favorite smells of all time. I drink it for teas, but the smell, you can't beat it. Over here, my favorite tea that I like to drink for relaxation, calming the nerves, because I'm accused of being adult ADHD, LD, QT, LT, whatever hyperactivity thing that they call it these days. We didn't have that stuff as a kid. You were either a brat or you had hyperactive with no medicine. But anyway, this is apple mint. I love it. Didn't get as much as I wanted to. Like I said, it's been a very strange. Some herbs that normally don't do well did excellent this year. Others, I may get another crop going by. I'm watering my herbs every night. I've got the sprinklers on them right now. I may get a second crop of the apple mint. I'm hoping. But we're letting that dry. Over here in the baskets, and the reason why they're in the baskets is that is peppermint. It's because I didn't plant that. Either the wind or the birds picked up a seed and dropped it in the front area, and it was growing in my flower garden. It's just too stringy and too thin to try to separate them. So what I do is I'm going to turn them every day. I'm going to turn them in that basket. Peppermint normally can dry in about 4 or 5 days. With this dry weather and the warm weather, it may even be quicker than that. That's that over here. This is my pallet pub. I won't be doing much drinking in here. Well, I will be in coffee in the morning time because I was here at 4 o'clock this morning cleaning this up from last year and getting everything ready. I did hang up some herbs. Over here, I've got horehound. Horehound, you've heard of horehound lozenges? Well, I'm going to tell you something, folks. This is one of the most horrendous tasting herbs. If I were to take a leaf of this right here, put it in my mouth, I would probably throw it up, gag, and what have you. It's terrible. But it's great for sore throat. It's better than any medicine that you're going to get. Take horehound. How you doing there, kitty? We've got a barn kitty that came to visit me. They don't like the smell of the herbs, so I'm not worried about them. And I'm going to shut this up when I get out of here. But anyway, they add a lot of honey or sugar to them when you buy the horehound lozenges that you see. Unfortunately, it's got such a minute amount of the horehound itself. It's mostly sugar. That when you buy those lozenges, they're just not good. This is the stuff. You gargle with this stuff. I've had my boys gargle with this and my daughter when they were younger. And they say, Dad, it's terrible tasting. But you know what? Within minutes, their sore throat is gone. So horehound, folks, be selling this at the market this year. I should be getting another round of that growing, harvesting this year too. Over here is sage. Sage is awesome. Also, it's good for coughs. It's good for sore throats too. If you don't have horehound, this is it. Also, people use this. They say, go stuff your bird. Stuff your bird with sage. It's also got some Indian rituals with it for the spirits or what have you. I'm not overly familiar with it, but this is white sage. Good stuff. I love the smell of that too. Over here, we got stinging nettles. I've got plenty of that. I'm not going to harvest a whole bunch of it. It's not a very good seller, but it's great for allergies. It's good for muscle cramps, joints, gout. It lowers your blood pressure, believe it or not, folks. Lowers your blood. Hey, going back to blood pressure, cholesterol, yours truly over here. My hair is a mess, and I'm going to show you real quickly. It's a mess. I've been up at 4 o'clock this morning. I am on zero medicines. I'm going to be 64 years old next week. I take crushed garlic and honey every night, a tablespoon of it for my cholesterol level. I don't have blood pressure problems. Ginger's good in that too. But this is it. This is my medicine cabinet, folks, and I like to sell to share it. Over here is Mother's Wort. This is good for PMS, blood purification, stops bleeding. If you got a cut and it won't stop bleeding, you cut yourself shaving, put one of those leaves on there. It'll stop almost instantly. Over here is yarrow, which is good for body stomach acids. It's also good, it improves your digestive system if you got digestive system. A lot of people like to do the flowers and the roots and all that. I didn't have that opportunity this year, folks. The first batch that is out there grew so quickly, by the time I went out there, it was too late to harvest it. It was already turning brown. So I got this out on the front in my container garden. I'll probably get another batch of that too. Over here is a tobacco leaf. I got that from a friend of mine. They call them Native Americans, but he says we don't mind being called Indians. So he belongs to the Indian tribe. Nice guy. He was my own barn lord. I'm not going to smoke this, but it's good for insects. That's from last year, actually. It's been hanging up since last year. It's good for insects and what have you. And speaking of insects or critters, over here you will see I have a mess on the floor, and I purposely leave it there. This is lemon balm. I've got some peppermint over there, and the reason why I do that is we are on a homestead. We have a lot of mice and chickmunks out here, and I don't want them in here, and they won't come in here. I've never seen any in here. This has been locked up since last November, and when I came in here, there was no mice droppings in this place whatsoever, and that's because I did leave some old herbs, some peppermint hanging up. They do not like the smell of peppermint. They will run away. So anyway, we're going to pause this for a second. Those are my tomato plants. I haven't got any tomato. Oh, I know tomatoes growing those. I don't know. I've been waiting. My grape vines, 800 pounds this year. I still got a couple more 100 pounds to pick here. Mama Joanne and I will be making grape jam all day tomorrow. That's tomorrow's date. What you doing over there, kitty? Got 3 barn cats we rescued from our old barn lord's barn. The mama cat, which is BK for barn kitty, and Thelma and Louise. Okay, over here is the peppermint. Like I told you earlier, the peppermint that I have in there was just grew on its own. The birds of the wind blew the seeds over. This peppermint on there I planted 6 years ago, and they're going to be about 32, 36 inches long. I am going to cut it all. I have well over 100 pounds, if a lot more than that, in there. We've got a cat over there, that's Thelma. And that's pokeberry. That's not good. I don't grow it. It grows wild. It's a very invasive plant. Here's the outside shot of the, call it the pallet pub / drying room. Video wouldn't be complete without showing Butch the goat, right? How you doing, Butch? Where's your brothers and sisters today? Are they hiding? How you doing, buddy? It's too early to eat. Another couple hours, okay, buddy? Back there is the back 40. Yours truly's been up since 4 o'clock this morning working all these herbs and stuff, and now I'm sitting. I'm going to do a little edit on this video, submit it up there, and that's the back 40 that you couldn't even see 2 feet from where I'm sitting 3 years ago. It was a jungle. I'm expanding it every year. I'm going to go right to the water eventually, but I do have to mark it up because the pigs will go in there and swim and get all muddy and crappy inside that pond. We don't want that to happen. Hey folks, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, make an old man feel good. Still like it. Hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. And we will do a video on Mama Joanne's Concord grape jam that she's making tomorrow. Take care, folks. Bye.